Hello again. It's been a while. Or has it? It has actually been 5 whole years. I know, that's a while. I have been doing content creation, been doing streaming, been, well, active under the alias or name This is Lexi for 5 years. Or, well, by the time this video is out, it's actually been 5 years, but that is besides the point. That is not what this is necessarily about. Well, it kind of is. The whole reason as to why I'm here talking to you today is to look back on the things that I have learned, the experiences that we have had as a community, or, well, the experiences that I have had, and the things that I have learned from, being This is Lexi for 5 years. Now, just as a little disclaimer, no, I'm not quitting. No, I'm not rebranding. That is not what this is about. This is just to kind of summarize what I have done and how I've gotten to where I am over these past 5 years, and kind of as a bit of a video diary to see where I can go from now. And it's very weird that you're able to see this perspective of everything that I've got going on, but that is okay. I thought it would be kind of fun to play around with two angles. If the mic sounds shitty, I'm very sorry. I am only recording it over this mic. This one has a mic as well, but I'll blend it in for you right now. It's very bad. So it's just so that I can sync up both videos. I think a little introduction is in order. Hi, my name is Lexi. I started my streaming, well, it was just a streaming journey in the beginning. I started that on the 10th of December, 2020. Which is, it was an interesting time, let's put it that way. We were about half a year into the COVID pandemic, a year into knowing what COVID was. And it was a tough time. It really was a tough time for everybody, I think, including me. I mean, I was never very popular in school anyway, so for me it wasn't that bad that, I didn't have to go to school. I could just do homeschooling. Well, not homeschooling, but, we suddenly got moved onto Microsoft Teams and whatever the fuck that all was. And everything kind of transitioned into being online. So there was no real obligation to fit in with your classmates and whatnot. So for me, this was a great time. And I mean, I have been playing video games basically my entire life. I grew up playing on the Xbox 360, playing, God, what did I... Kinectimals, I think it was called. Yeah, we had the little Kinect thingy, and so I was just, doing my little things, running around with my little animals or whatnot. And, I mean, to be fair, my dad was playing, what was it, Tom Clancy games, I think they're called, and, like, all these shooter games, and my mum would always yell at him for playing them in front of me because she didn't think that was appropriate. But, so that kind of was my introduction to video games, and then going into high school, I was just hanging out with guys a lot. Like, for a frame of reference, I was a year younger than everybody else. So, just think about, an awkward 10-year-old girl hanging out with, 11 and 12-year-old girls who were all talking about boys and whatnot, and I was not interested in that whatsoever. So I was just hanging out with the boys, talking about video games. It was great. I loved that time, though. But, so I kind of just got introduced to video games in a different sense, not just, on a Sunday afternoon sitting on the couch playing Xbox, but more as a form of connecting with people and getting to know people. So, after school, we would hop onto TeamSpeak call, Skype call, whatever, and then play some Minecraft. Actually, play Hypixel Murder Mystery. Does anyone remember that? I love that game. Oh, it's awesome. But, so that's kind of how I got introduced to the Minecraft multiplayer world. Let's put it that way. But, so we're in 2020, everything has been moved online, and I was bored. I was bored and was very lonely. Yeah. So, what was the logical next step? Start a Twitch channel. Oh, God. I was on my laptop one afternoon, having browsed Twitch, watching Twitch streams, being like, I could do this myself. You sure about that one, girl? No. So 15-year-old me decides, you know what? I'm just gonna go live. Mind you, I did not know what OBS was. So I download the Twitch Studio onto... Hold up. To give you a better picture. This bad boy is what started my... It's what started my streaming career. Now, I love this laptop. Don't get me wrong. It is an awesome, beautiful laptop. And actually, it's great. But yeah, I did my first couple streams on this laptop. Would I recommend that to anybody? No. I'll blend in some clips for you.
They're my best friends. I'm here. Wait. I'm here. We can cuddle later.
Yeah, I was speaking through my headphone mic. No webcam, no nothing. The laptop was struggling as is. But So, it is the 10th of December 2020, and I decide, let me hit the go live button and see what is going to happen. So I go live, I think for like 5 minutes it was. I didn't stream for long, mind you. Didn't tell anybody about it, was just like, okay, fuck it, let's go. So, I stream. I have one average viewer, which was myself. But, hey. I did it. After that stream, I messaged my best friend. I'm like, hey, I just went live on Twitch, help. But I just said, why not? No one's gonna find it anyway. I have 10,300 and something followers. People did find it. Newsflash. That year, for Christmas, I built my own PC. So I pretty quickly, was like, okay, Nat, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna pull through with it. Told my parents, hey, I need a microphone. I got a very, very shitty USB microphone for Christmas. And just started streaming.
But I read was you are entertaining, oh my god. Stop!
Got myself a webcam. Because from the very beginning, I was already like, okay, hey. I'm a theatre kid, okay? This should come as no surprise to anybody, but I talk a lot with my hands. But I was just like, okay, you know what? No one's gonna find this. I'm just gonna have fun. I'm gonna play Minecraft, and I'm just gonna do it with a webcam and some commentary. Just a fair warning. If you are a young teenage girl on the internet with a webcam, yeah, there's gonna be weird comments. And oh boy, were there a lot. I start finding my community. People start joining into my streams. I'm streaming a lot. I was having fun playing Minecraft, not thinking a lot about it, just enjoying having a community. And before you know it, a month, nearly 2 months after I started streaming, I hit affiliate. And that was the best. And I'm telling you, the best feeling ever. Because it felt like people were actually enjoying what I was doing. People were there supporting me, and everything fell into place. 2021 comes and goes, I'm still doing my thing, I'm still having fun. And now I'm in my last year of high school, right? I am 17, and we're now in the beginning of 2022. And this is really where things started picking up. I would hit the go live button and I would immediately have 20, 30 people join into my stream. In the time frame, I was averaging 50, 60, 70, 75, 80 viewers. That time was absolutely insane for me. Now, this is also coincidentally the time where I was preparing for my final exams for high school. But everything just seemed to fall into place. I was like, oh my God, this is gonna be it for me. I'm gonna become a Twitch partner. I'm gonna become an established content creator. Spoiler alert, that did not happen. I was having the time of my life, basically. I loved it. I was having so much fun. It was just perfect. Then I graduate. Congratulations. Go me. And everybody had told me that I should take a gap year. This is family, right? My family told me I should take a gap year. So what do? I take a gap year, thinking I could do content creation during this. And then I was told you need to get a job. So I get a job. End of 2022, still going all right. I have my job. I'm still streaming as much as I can. Not as much as I did before, because now, that was taking up my time. And the viewers start to decline, which is normal. Once you get into content creation, you will very quickly learn that people come and go. Realistically speaking, people don't give a shit about you. Apologies. But it's true. So viewers start declining, but I'm still sitting at a comfortable, 40, 50 average viewers, which is amazing, mind you. And then 2023, pandemic ends, right? Everybody gets to go out again. Everybody gets to do their things again. I'm at my job, I'm working. And then I stream 2, maybe 3 times a month. I'm not gone. I'm still there, but I'm not streaming every day, every second day anymore. I'm streaming a couple of times a month, whenever I can, whenever I find the time, I pop in, I'm having a good time. Go to drama school, and around that time I start making my comeback. So for about half a year, I'm back consistently. And I very quickly fall into this mindset of, oh fuck, I have fallen off. At this point, I have 8,000 something followers, I think. Yeah. Sitting there with 10 average viewers, 7, maybe 15 on a good day. And everything just, mentally, it ruined me. Not only is drama school tough, mentally, which ask any drama student. We like to call it trauma school. Yeah. But then also kind of feeling this sense of, well, I messed it up for myself. What if I wouldn't have gotten that job? What if I would have continued streaming as much as I did before? And all of these what ifs just kind of culminating to the point where you feel like you have thrown everything that has been handed to you away. You are the reason why you fucked up. You are the reason why you're not good enough. And people would come into my stream sometimes and be like, hey, why do you only have 10 viewers? Like, you have 8,000 followers. Yeah, but you can't expect those 8,000 people all to tune into my stream at the same time now, can you? A lot of things had changed. COVID wasn't there anymore, you know? Like, you weren't forced to stay at home anymore. But that really, it kind of took a toll on me. I'm not gonna lie. So, around, I want to say, mid-2024 now, I was like, okay, this is not working for me. Mind you, my community is great. You guys are awesome, okay? This is not anything against you guys. This is not me saying that I'm ungrateful for the community that I have. This is me explaining what was going through my head and how it had affected me. So, mid-2024, I'm like, okay, something needs to change. AKA me. I'm the problem. I need to change. I kind of take a step back. It's not going to be a surprise for anybody, but I get a job around this time again. So first of all, my time is very limited. But also, it was a good time for me to reflect upon what had happened. End of 2024, I then make the decision to maybe give it another try. You know? I must have changed, you know, like I now have, which is, right, mid-2024, end of 2024. Not a lot of time, couple of months, where I really was just like, okay, no, I'm just gonna have fun. Like, I have made so many friends through my content creation journey. Like, I'm just gonna take some time to reflect upon what I've learned, maybe just play some games with those friends. So I come back with a new mentality. So since then, well, I actually had posted a video called A Look Back on 2024 and a New Plan or something like that. Where I was announcing my comeback, I think. I actually don't remember what I said in that video anymore. I probably should have watched that video before starting this one, but that's besides the point. I had a new view on things. I was like, I'm gonna stream when I want to, make videos, and kind of try and transition more over to YouTube. Has that transition really happened? Not quite yet. And I will leave it at not quite yet. Because I have, in the past 3 weeks, posted 2 YouTube videos. So, like, this is going to be the third. But I kind of was like, I need to fall in love with this again. And I did. I never felt out of love with content creation. I just lost, I would say I kind of lost touch with it a bit. I got way too into the mentality of I need to be the best. I need to be, you know, the top 100 streamer, or a top 100 streamer. I got way too into the I need to chase the numbers. I need to get back to my peak. Where if you're watching a stream and somebody is very clearly not feeling it, you're not going to continue watching that stream, are you? And that is something that now in the past month, where I have consistently, nearly, been back, or have at least been more active, I have really felt a huge difference. I have been streaming for fun, and also a bit, to come back. But I've been done with exams, because I just had exam period. And since then, I have been able to actually properly stream. And it has been so much fun. And I feel like that is the biggest thing that I've learned from my 5 years, is the times where people could really tell that I was having fun and that I was doing this to share the joy that I was feeling with playing these video games. People could tell. And that is what made them stay. And that was also my main intention when I started all of this, right? I started because I was lonely and I wanted to share the joy that I felt playing my video games with other people. And that is what I did. And that is what attracted people to my content. Okay, hold up. Let's cut all of that for a second. Hi, I'm Lexi. I'm a 20-year-old Minecraft content creator on Twitch and YouTube. And I've been doing this for the past 5 years. And the biggest takeaway is be yourself. Don't pretend to be somebody who you're not. Don't try to fit into some little box that you feel is going to get you the furthest. Just be you. And if you don't feel like streaming, making a video, or whatever that day, don't. Because people can tell. And people will be able to tell if you are not in the right headspace, if you are only doing this for the numbers, if you are trying to chase some kind of ideal that they think that whatever. Be true to yourself and people will join in. If they don't feel like you are showing them the true you, they don't care. They generally basically don't care. You're entertainment for them. You are like the little monkey who's doing a dance. You might be the person who they put on whilst they are doing some kind of maths or whilst they are doing their work. Not to say that that's not comforting for them, but do they care about who you are deeply as a person? Most of them don't. Not to say that none of them do. There will be people who care, but it's not as many people as you think actually do care. And that is a big takeaway that I've gotten from the 5 years, is the ones who really care about you will show that they care, but a lot of them don't. And that is okay. Be you, have fun. And that's what I'm going to be doing for the next 10, 15 years. God. I have grown up as This Is Lexi. I started this when I was 15. I'm 20 now, nearly 21. It's been a while. And would I do it all over again? Probably. I have gotten to meet people that I would have thought I would have never been able to meet. And I've had a lot of fun with it. And I'm going to continue having a lot of fun with it. So yeah, thank you. And here's to another 5 years. This video probably makes absolutely no sense and I'm probably going to re-record it. Awesome. All right.